wouldn't make this.
This grand hustle team of kings is getting rich. I lean and get.
Hey folks, welcome into some WNBA action on 2K Sports. Moments away, it'll be the Minnesota Lynx going up against the Seattle Storm. In the booth with Tim Swartz and Brian Benefatemi, I'm Blake Suniga, and we're glad to have you along for the ride. Count it. This is an important game in the Commissioner's Cup. Both teams have a shot to make the final.
And that adds another layer of excitement to this one. Regular season game with extra importance. Each squad very much alive in the cup race.
Now here's Williams. No good on the three. And here's Shorty. No good on the shot, a bit long that time. On the wing, Jewel Lloyd. And it's off from three-point range. Here's Minnesota. Here's Collier. Makes it off the glass.
Looking real comfortable attacking around the rim. If you give Collier the rock anywhere near the basket, she's not going to disappoint.
And there's a whistle. That goes on Shorty. That is her first foul of the game. And now just over a minute played here in the first. Outside Stewart. Outside Williams. That kick out to Bird. Back to Williams. From deep. And the Storm miss again.
Well, talking about the dynasty days, the Minnesota Lynx, one of the keys to their great run in the 2010s, trading for Sylvia Fowles in 2015.
A little over a minute and a half into this first quarter. There's Jewel Lloyd with the three. And Collier pulls it down. During her time with Minnesota, Sylvia Fowles won every award.
Yeah, MVP, Finals MVP, a couple Defensive Player of the Year trophies. What didn't she win? But of course, most importantly, it was multiple championships. That 2015 trade sending Fowles to Minnesota, it changed the history of the league.
And there's a whistle. Shorty with it. Outside Powers. Pass to Shorty. Here's the three. Minnesota gets it back. Fouls down low. Stewart's there. Yep, that goes.
This is what Fowles brings to the team. You miss a shot, she's got you. Turning this into a positive trip down the floor.
Now here is Stewart. She lays it straight in.
It's so hard to contain her. I mean, she just gets it done however she has to do it.
Now Shorty. Pass to Powers. Shorty. From outside, off the mark. Here's Gospodarek. And there's a whistle. That goes on Shorty. That is her third foul so far. Second quarter of basketball, about 1 minute played so far. Outside Williams. Pass to Lloyd. and it's all evened up.
You know, the D paid so much attention to Lloyd, it allows others to get open looks. One reason Lloyd is a valuable offensive talent.
Going all in. That was the 2K drive, and it's well worth a second look.
Just tremendous intensity going downhill on that drive. Love the attack mentality in a close game.
That Seattle Storm 2020 title team, wow, what an incredible group they had. And Jewel Lloyd, he was the second leading scorer for Seattle that season.
Such a grinder, always doing the dirty work on the offensive glass. That's what she brings to the table.
Outside Powers. Pass to Shorty. Beyond the arc. Storm with the rebound. And that 2020 Seattle title team, man, they stormed through the season.
18-4 in the regular season, a perfect 6-0 in the playoffs. Lloyd set the tone in each postseason series. 25 points in Game 1 of the semifinals, then 28 in the finals, Game 1.
Well, here in the second, they're showing some signs of life offensively.
Yeah, steadying themselves after a really tough first quarter. They're on the right track.
Now here's Shorty. Back to Collier. Shorty. And the Lynx miss again.
Even with every shot clanging off the iron, she seems determined to continue hoisting up.
And so we've reached the end of the first half of the play. Storm out in front, up 8. And we'll be back for the second half following the break. Keep it right. And now the third. Making a switch here.
Well, 2016 was perhaps the biggest draft lottery in league history, the prize being generational star Breanna Stewart, and luckily for Seattle, the balls bounced their way.
Here's Shorty, and Jewel Lloyd pulls it down.
It's been a cold spell for them coming out of the half, missing their first 3 shots.
Bird outside. Outside Charles. Pass to Williams. And so she draws the foul on the shot. Trick to the line to shoot 2. Natalie Achanwa picks one up.
Well, probably the right play defensively. If you can't get the block, send them to the line.
Exactly. You want to prevent the layup, give them a little knock, and then maybe they'll think twice about coming down the lane the next time around.
It does send a message.
Shorty with it. She's picked up by Charles. Well, the addition of Breanna Stewart to the Storm, it changed the trajectory of this organization.
Stewie has been incredible. 2018 winning MVP, a couple finals MVPs as well. A difference maker on both ends of the floor. Breanna Stewart is the definition of a franchise player.
So the Lynx now. It's a 14-point game. Pass to Shorty. And we're about 1.5 minutes here into the second half. Not only is this a key regular season game, it also weighs heavy in the Commissioner's Cup standings.
Yeah, each of these squads has a chance to get into the final. It is a must-win if you're talking about the Cup race.
That's something they need to do more of. Get after it on the glass.
It certainly wouldn't hurt. Some extra possessions would definitely help narrow the gap. Only one player in the history of the WNBA has made more 2-point buckets than Tina Charles. Making hoops inside is her bread and butter.
And no lack of aggression on that move. That's good enough for the 2K drive.
Well, it's all about breaking the paint, whether it's creating for a teammate or for yourself.
And there's a whistle, and that goes on Shorty. That's her 5th foul.
Substitution on the court.
Here's Shorty. Jacks up a 3. Drills the three-pointer.
Perfect screen there. Set her up with a terrific look.
Yeah, but that's a bad job by the defender to not fight through that screen to contest.
You want to see more effort there.
At the end of the third quarter, a huge lead, and this one may already have been decided.
The Minnesota team, 39.
And we welcome you back as we get going into the fourth quarter. The final quarter of play can change everything. Here's Shorty. One of the biggest challenges of the WNBA season has to be the schedule.
Yeah, the travel is just so daunting. You're zigzagging all around the country, and that can certainly take its toll on you.
And with just 12 teams in the league, the talent level is so high, there are no easy nights. The regular season is a grind.
Screen by McGregor. Pass to Stewart. The three. The rebound by Dantas.
On an open look like that, she's just got a gift for making the weak coverage pay.
That's a surprising miss. You know, she's almost always deadly when she's that open, even from way downtown. Well, we've seen that more than a few times. Easy bucket in the paint.
The interior defense at that end has been lifeless, to say the least.
And here's January. Stewart with the screen. You can count it. She'll go to the line with a chance to make it three.
She has shot the ball exceptionally well as they've built this lead for themselves. What I like is that they're getting to the line and they're making their free throws this half.
Here's Shorty. And she drops in the layup off glass.
Since halftime, she's finally coming around.
And they're making this a runaway.
Yeah, the only question here for us to follow is how big the lead will eventually become.
Lloyd from long range. That shot missing. The Lynx go the other way with it. On the wing, Kayla McBride. Pass to Shorty. There's the three. Here's fouls. And it's Seattle with the rebound. Here's Bird outside. Fouls with the rebound. Now here's Shorty, guarded by Bird. The kick out to McBride. Shorty. The shot's good. Kayla McBride making the play.
With strong court vision and awareness, McBride is able to read defenses and find the open teammate.
Outside Williams. Back to Bird. The 10-footer. No good off the back of the rim.
If only she can improve on what's been a shaky day for her, they could really stretch this lead out, don't you think?
Good on the 13-footer.
She's having a great half here, exactly the reverse of the first half.
Pass to Stewart. Lloyd, back to Stewart. That kick out to Bird. Lloyd with it. 6 on the shot clock. Now here is Stewart. Goes back up. A rebound by Natalie Achanla. Now here's Shorty. Guarded by Bird. Shorty, shot is off. One item that stood out is their ball movement.
Things are definitely clicking, and more importantly, it's tough to defend. And she has to take a long, slow walk back to the bench. She'll watch the rest of this one from the sideline. This is where their depth really comes.
And so Seattle takes this one by a big margin.
62.
I just bought a Birkin for my Aunt Regina. I've been getting money since I was a senior, but last year I made $7 million, didn't have to do a single show. Should I tune my up at Coca-Cola for the check that cut me at the Super Bowl? On my life moments is a Super Bowl. Dr. Dre, he got a Super Bowl. Last night I was texting Jack Dorsey. That's the perks you get from being super dope. I be feeling like it's me against the world, but I can give a fuck who my opponent is. Asking why I dropped the YBN, I had no other choices. We ain't own it. And all that janky, I'm not condoning it. With a couple, I got a bone to pick. I'm on some movement, y'all on some moment. Y'all be here forever, y'all can go and quit. We had bad then a new Bentley, just re-up from that new stimmy. My brother counting them blue Benjis. Only feel good with my crew with me. Like, whoa, they tried to question my character. Yo, Richard Black. We some world don't fit the criteria. Don't like your vibe, not allowed in my area. I entered this game and I came here to change it. Speak my belief, now they calling me dangerous. Taking a throne and I'm gonna maintain it. I gotta go down as just one of the greatest. So anybody got a problem with me, can't fake, kick it, your politicking. I ain't worried about it, I know God is with me. Your peace of mind is worth $1.50. But last year I made $7 million, didn't have to do a single show. Shout out too much up at Coca-Cola for the check that cut me at the Super Bowl. On my life moments.
And these are two teams that move the ball extremely well, Tim.
Now, this is a matchup for the purist, Blake. I mean, if there's one thing that sets the WNBA apart from other leagues, it's just the tremendous ball movement and passing.
We've got the cream of the crop here, and it is not just the passing. Expect incredible movement off the ball on both sides.
A quick foul to pick up right away here in the first quarter.
To Hines Allen. Deladon with it. Covered by Collier. Outside Atkins. Just 5 on the clock. Shoots from 12. No good there. Some solid defense from Kayla McBride. Here's Shorty. The shot's good. Kayla McBride making the play.
Understanding defense is better than most. McBride's a playmaker with an advanced feel for the game.
Kayla McBride is someone you can count on. She was a starter the moment she got into the league back in 2015, and she pretty much always averages double figures.
Now here's Hines Allen. Shoots it up. The rebound by Shorty.
Well, that's just not a sight you see very often because she has a great feel for that jump shot, especially when she's open.
Achanwa, good. Well, and just a steady hand. Kayla McBride is the type of player coaches love.
Well, we know one thing. Coaches love free throw shooting, and McBride just about a 90% average at the line over her career. One of the best marks in league history. Plus, McBride rarely turns it over. Really just an efficient player.
And there's a whistle, and that goes on Shorty. That's the Lynx with the lead. Now here's Shorty. And so she draws the foul on the shot. Trip to the line to shoot two.
One of the biggest trades in league history. Chicago sending Elena Deladon to Washington back in 2017. The Mystics gained an MVP and changed the course of their franchise.
That 2017 Deladon trade, it also changed the power of the league.
Yeah, in her second season in D.C., Deladon led the Mystics to their first WNBA Finals. They ended up falling to the Storm. But what about year 3 in 2019? Elena was named MVP and Washington won it all. I'd say that trade worked out pretty well for them, huh?
The defenders didn't really even get a sniff of her on that move to the iron.
Cloud outside. Takes the three. The offensive rebound. And that one's good. Austin.
Muscling her way in for the board. Austin using her instincts.
Quarter number 2 with just over a minute to play. Fouls the screen. Shorty with it. Austin picks her up. Shorty, shot is off. A basket here gets them back in front.
And it's been a pretty long time coming.
Deladon outside. Loud outside. Jones. And the go-ahead bucket, no good.
It's rare to see her come up empty on such a wide-open look.
Shorty, guarded by Austin. Here's Shorty. Good on the baseline J. The Mystics trailing. Loud outside. Jones outside. Deladon on the wing, Natasha Cloud. Bangs home the trifecta.
And this is big for Natasha Cloud's confidence because when she's hitting from downtown, it helps her get into a rhythm offensively.
Now here's Shorty. And for those of you just joining us, we're almost 2.5 minutes into the second quarter. Great D that time from Shakira Austin.